This is killing the roof solar. And this is the most important chart you're gonna see. So I would recommend you to pay attention to this video if you're thinking about buying roof solar in the future. The information that I'm using in this video is coming from a government website. I'm gonna put a link at the bottom of the video for those that are interested, because this is serious, this is real, and you should know this. So this is specific to Nevada Power Company, but also Sierra Pacific, which is California, has a similar program. I'm gonna put both things here on the side on top of my do-it-yourself roof solar system that I have over here. And this is gonna be the only way that's gonna be worth building a solar system from now on. If companies don't switch to this is not gonna work anymore. And let me just show you a couple of things here with the arrows. This is scary. So starting 2025, even though you could see 2016, 2019, and 2022, but starting 2025, you're gonna have a basic service charge for the privilege of selling them electricity. You have your normal meter that you pay for your house that is about a $12 service charge. That's just for the privilege to be hooked up to the network to get power from the network. And then you pay per kilowatt, which is about 20 cents here where I live right now. But if you have the net metering service where you could sell them, then they have to come put a secondary meter. And this secondary meter, to be able to sell them electricity from your roof, is gonna cost, starting 2025, $33. That's gonna be $33 every month that you have to pay to sell them electricity. And this is very, very important. Now this next row is the scary part. It's called volumetric charge. This is how much you're gonna get paid for the power that you're putting into the network. So if you are using 1,000 watts, then you have to sell them electricity to compensate for 1,000 watts. So you're paying 0.20, so you're paying 20 cents for the electricity, but they pay only 10 cents for the power that you were giving them. So you have to sell them twice the amount of power to compensate for the power that you're using. This is just to break even. So you have to produce 2,000 watts, pay them $38 a month or $33 a month in 2025, just to break even. So if you're using 1,000 watts worth of power throughout the month, you have to give them 2,000 watts worth of power to be able to just break even and still give them the $33 fee. But here's where it gets even crazier. Oh my God, this is gonna be something that's gonna completely ruin this solar system on the roof, because 2 to 1 doesn't sound that bad. You know, like you could break even, okay? Not too hard. You still give them twice as much electricity for what you're using, but you know what? Falls out of the sky. But excess energy credit, this is the part that is really, really, really scary, because this is where you're gonna get completely obliterated, and this solar systems that you buy through the big corporations with net metering gonna go dead. They wanna kill them. Because in 2025, you're gonna get paid for anything over. So let's say that you use 1,000 watts. Then you give them 2,000 watts to offset your 1,000 watts. But anything over after you offset your 1,000 watts, you're only gonna get paid 0.04. And in 2028, 0.02. So how to understand this? Let's say you use 1 kilowatt, you need 2,000 kilowatts to be able to offset your 1,000 kilowatts, but then you produced, let's say, 10,000 kilowatts. The remaining 8,000 kilowatts, you're only gonna get paid 0.04 for those kilowatts, and in 2028, 0.02. Basically, you give them the electricity for free, because at that price, it's worth nothing, because they don't want yours. They have theirs. They could negotiate it. It's more reliable. It works better for them. They don't want yours. That's the whole point. They're killing the roof solar. The net metering was defective from the beginning, because the way that they wanted to do it is in 2016, when it first was done, before 2016, if you're paying 11 cents for the kilowatt, you were getting paid 11 cents for the kilowatt. So it was breaking even. It was 1 to 1. And then they made it 2 to 1, so you have to give them twice electricity. But then after you offset your bill, they don't want you to be a creditor. They want you to pay you little money for it. So they decided that they're going to give you so little for it that your solar panels will never be worth to be kept up there, because it will not do anything for you. If you're thinking about buying a net metering solar roof system through any company out there, in 2025, it's going to be hell. In 2028, it's going to be beyond hell, whatever is beyond hell. So how do you get around this problem? How do you get around this chart? Well, take the chart away, and then you build your own solar system. So I don't want to brag when I say this, but all the electricity that I'm producing, I'm storing into these batteries here at the bottom. And because of that, if I produce 10 kilowatts and I'm using 10 kilowatts throughout the day, I store all my energy and just use it during the night. And because of that, I don't have to put anything in a network. I don't have to have the second meter. I don't have to have a secondary fee that I pay them for every month, $30 or $40 or whatever they're going to decide to charge you. And I don't have to sell them cheap electricity for pennies per dollar. I can literally, I don't have to sell them the electricity. I get all my electricity that I need. I save a lot of money on solar panels because I don't have to put a lot of them. I could only put like a 3 kilowatt system that will give me 10, 15 kilowatts every day of electricity. I store it into the batteries and then I use it throughout the night. And then I still pull some from the network when it's a rainy day or a cloudy day where I cannot produce enough to top off my batteries. And the beauty of this system is that everything you see over here with a 3 kilowatt system on top of my roof that I installed myself only costs about $4,000. This entire system only costs $4,000, and I could produce about $700 worth of electricity every year, maybe $1,000. And in 4 years it's free. If you do it yourself or you pay somebody to do a simple system like this with 10, 15, 20 kilowatts, you have to size it based on the size of your house and the usage that you have. But if you size it this way, with a 3 kilowatt roof system, you might be able to get away with a lot in the future. But if you buy it from them and try to sell it back to them, that is dead. That's not gonna happen. I hope you like this video. All the sources that I have for this type of information is from a government website. This is no joke. I'm gonna put a link at the bottom of the video for those interested. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.